Hello.
Hello, myndQ admin. I'll let you guide us through the interview, and I'll be here to add my input as we go along. Looking forward to it.
Okay, wonderful. So I am the interviewer for today. I'm the human interviewer. And Ari, thank you for joining us. I'm gonna have AI Ariana, who is an AI agent, joining in, and she will be leading the interview. I will be here to jump in as and when required. So, AI Ariana, the floor is yours. Why don't you start the interview next?
Thank you, myndQ admin, for the introduction. Ari, let's start by getting to know your background. Could you tell us what motivated you to apply for this soccer camp counselor role?
Yeah, for sure. So I've played soccer my whole life, about 14 years now. So it's really a part of me now. So to be able to sort of share that with others by coaching them, doing whatever I can to spread my love for the game, it's really motivating for me.
Thank you for sharing that, Ari. It's great to hear how passionate you are about soccer. Now, could you give an example of a time when you helped teach or guide others in soccer and what the outcome was? This will help us understand your coaching style.
Yeah, for sure. So I actually help my sister. She also plays soccer, younger than me. So basically I help her sort of get better at the game, practice, teach her what I know, and she's improving actually a lot. So
Hey, sorry to interrupt, guys. AI Ariana, could you elaborate on how much time this interview is going to take? And maybe the structure of the interview a little bit?
Of course, Ari. The interview will take about 25 minutes in total. We'll cover your background, dive into some technical scenarios, behavioral questions, and then wrap up. I'll guide us through each part step by step. Now, Ari, let's continue. Could you share how long you typically spend coaching your sister and what specific skills you focus on?
Yeah, so recently she's been getting a lot of juggling coaching from me. I've been sort of helping her because juggling, if you may know, is one of the aspects of soccer that really helps with technical ability and just being able to improve your touch on the ball. And so what I've been doing is I've been coaching her, showing what I know, practicing with her, and now she can juggle pretty well.
Thanks for sharing that, Ari. It's great to hear about your focus on juggling and the improvement you've seen. Now I'd like to dig a bit deeper. What challenges did you face while coaching her, and how did you overcome them?
Yeah, so one of the biggest challenges when coaching her is, and I think this will come from any young kid, is sort of the fear of failure. And so that's what we worked on, and that's sort of how she saw some growth.
Yeah. Hey, again, I think those are great questions. Now, Ariana, could you move on to the next section of this interview, please? Are you still with us? Can you hear us, Ariana?
Yes, I'm here and can hear you clearly. myndQ admin, let's move forward to the next section of the interview. Ari will now shift to discussing some technical scenarios. Thank you for confirming. Let's move on to the next section. Ari will focus on some technical scenarios. Ari, can you walk us through a specific soccer drill you would use for a group of campers with varying skill levels? That will help us understand your approach.
Yeah, sure. So I think one of my favorite drills, and one of the drills I think sees the most improvement, especially in young children, is passing patterns, which is where you really learn.
All right, so what are we moving on to next, AI Ariana?
Thank you, myndQ admin. Ari, let's move on to the next section. We'll now focus on behavioral questions, specifically around teamwork and mentorship. Here's the first question. Can you describe a time when you worked as part of a team to achieve a shared goal? What was your role, and what was the outcome?
Yeah, so a time I worked as a part of a team to achieve a shared goal. I mean, there have been many times, but I think one of the most recent and most memorable was when I worked as a part of a team with the charity Be Kind. It all culminated in a shared goal, and we ended up packing over 500 boxes of meals in that day.
That was a great answer, Ari. Let me jump in with one of my own questions. So back to soccer. Do you have a favorite trick in soccer that you have used, and how have you seen success in like your own games?
Yeah, so there's one move that I really do like to use. It's called the roulette, or otherwise known as the Maradona. It's a skill that allows you to sort of escape tight scenarios with multiple defenders on you, and allows you to quickly get out of that situation and get into more open space on the field. And when you get it right, it's just it's an amazing experience, and it's an amazing skill. So I would definitely say that move.
Okay, great. Ariana, yeah, back to you. Did you have anything else to ask?
Thank you, myndQ admin, for that detailed question. Ari, let's dig deeper. Could you share an example of when you successfully used the roulette in a game and how it impacted the outcome? That will help us understand your decision-making under pressure.
Yeah, so actually, I think I used it in my last game, and it actually resulted in an assist.
Super. I think we are towards the end. Ariana, is there anything else left on our agenda?
Thank you for that insight, Ari. That's a great example of using the roulette effectively. Let's shift back to the teamwork scenario you mentioned. Could you elaborate on how you motivated your team during the meal packing event?
Yes, I think one of the key things for motivation, especially during sort of monotonous tasks like meal packing is like humor, really, like using sort of jokes and just having fun with your teammates.
Ariana, I think that's what we had on the agenda, right? Is there anything else like I was asking before?
Thank you for confirming, myndQ admin. Ari, let's ensure we've covered everything. Are there any final topics you'd like to address or any questions you'd like to ask before we wrap up?
I'm not sure if there are, but if I had to ask one question, I would probably say that, like, in this position, what do you sort of expect of me to be able to do my job to the fullest?
Thank you for that question, Ari. To do the job to the fullest, we expect a combination of strong leadership in supervising campers, the ability to adapt soccer drills for different skill levels, and effective communication with both kids and other counselors. Now let's shift back to any final details you'd look to discuss.
I think I'm clear on everything. Thank you.
Thank you, Ari, for confirming. It sounds like we've covered the major points. myndQ admin, would you like to add anything before we wrap up?
No, I think that was a good interview, and thank you both for jumping on this call today. So take care, and bye-bye.
All right. Bye-bye.
Understood. The candidate is not present right now, and I'll be ready to engage once Ari joins.